Hello. You might remember, you might not remember, but this day last year, this exact day, exactly 365 days ago, um I was carjacked, and that like put a major dent in a lot of things that I was going to do or tried to do uh like in that month and the following months. And I pulled the webcam out again because I basically wanted to make a sort of second update video to that because I've talked about uh my state of mind over the past few months, like scattered here and there, kind of just how I've felt and how I've been processing it and getting uh minimal amounts of proper help because the healthcare system sucks. But on the note of like just doing a bit of a retrospective, I kind of just want to talk a little bit because it's been a year and I don't think I've properly talked to myself in that entire time. I've kind of gotten caught up in some things, and the first half of my 2023 as a result of the carjacking was just really lame. Really lame, really poor, really just bad for my entire mental state and state of being. Understandably so, because like who recovers from something like that? Something like facing a near death experience or a potentially near death experience. It's always going to get you one way or another. And I think that is important to acknowledge when doing this talk because that's sort of just how it was for like basically that period of like January to July. Like that entire span of 6 months was probably some of worst like the worst like time I've ever had just existing ever since that incident. Probably second worst like feeling time of being alive in my life, and that is only superseded by the time that I attempted suicide in 2015, which is a thing that happened. I obviously came out of that okay, and think I'm more happy to say I've also come out of this okay to some degree. Um, Said from January to July was just kind of like a gray or a like gray field. Like if I try to like think of anything that happened early this year besides the fact that Strawberry Jam came out and sort of kept me looking forward to doing anything at all, I don't know what I would be doing right now. But I had really a long set of struggles in that 6 month period of trying to process the trauma and also seek professional help, and like to basically no avail. I saw a counselor like 3 times, and it was a monthly appointment, so I was basically all on my own with the help of my family, and it it turned out okay. We got through it eventually, and I'm now back on my own 2 feet, kind of, as I've been holding a steady job for the past 6 months, basically since up to July. I I got a very chill delivery job for specimen driving in the medical industry, and it's been great. It's been great, honestly. I've been able to do the job, like get a solid income to help with the family, and also like have a pretty solid amount of ability to be can or remain connected to like to peers and friends on the internet, which like is just really helpful for me and has been helpful for getting through that rough period. And also, of course, like all of the support that I have gotten, however big or small, like starting as early as the day after when I got all those donations after a cry for help, and that got us through a very rough financial hump that I don't think we would have otherwise gotten through. Even though we're still barely holding on because um, wages and bills and other debt things that I can't really get into specifically. Um, we got past all of that, and like I extend a thank you from the bottom of my heart for being able to be here and make this like reflective video. When that happened a year ago, I really wasn't sure if this was going to be able to happen. I really thought I was going to have to like, you know, go super like hard and uh just kind of not only getting my mentality back around, but also like I like had plans to go back to school, and I had to like deal with that while also just dealing with the trauma. And it's like so it's basically the reason why I stopped in the first place after like um after COVID started. I just had like my attention split from my schoolwork and uh couldn't like prioritize school over having to help the family. And I'm hoping that can change this year because while I am still helping the family to a solid degree, I think I have enough wiggle room that I can actually start focusing on school stuff. And if anyone watching has followed me on Twitter, I don't pitch that at all because I don't really use it much. But I did post like a set of like goals for the new year, and like the main two things on my mind for this year are to get a car and to continue school. If I can be in a position to continue those things or and to do those things at any point during the year, then that would be most excellent. But alas, it is what it is. Um, I'm picking myself back up very slowly and have a plan in mind in order to do those things. So overall, um, as a year in review, I'm probably just gonna call it like past 6 months in review because again, the first 6 months were just really bad for me in like being able to do anything at all, and the past 6 months have ended up being probably some of the most like fun and like enlightening type of months that I've had. Uh, just from being online, being an individual, like reaching out things and doing my own stuff. Um, I don't have a very big sense of individuality because of my circumstances, and I have been able to start changing that towards the later end of this year, which is a very elevating feeling. It like knowing that I'm going to GDQ in 5 days as of recording this has been a very big help to my mentality and my focus to kind of drive myself back into like remembering why I want to like help the family and like be in a more stable position so that they're happy and like they're able to stay afloat and like be even more than stay afloat. They're able to survive and succeed, and then I'm also able to survive and succeed and able to do my own thing. Uh, but I never forget them, and that's always I've always put them in front of myself just because my parents are getting old. Everybody's parents are getting old. And I have always just wanted to be there for them because I know how it feels when nobody is there for me. So that's always been my priority, and I think I've done a good job over the past 6 months of making sure that I've been there for them, even after all I've been through. So, yeah, I can't thank anyone enough for being able to be here. I'm just hoping that this next year is gonna turn out a lot better and that I can make more better things happen. I have a plan to, like I mentioned earlier, get back to school and start properly saving up for like stuff to be able to be my own individual. But part of that is also just I'm gonna probably overhaul my streaming stuff soon. Not just because I'm getting a lot of exposure from GDQ, but I've wanted to do that for a while, and I've wanted to take more content creation more seriously for a long time. And I'm starting to be in a position where I can attempt to do that as uh, a like more dedicated hobby. So yeah, that's that's pretty much all that I think I wanted to say. I can't immediately think of anything else that I want to say as a thing of review besides just thank you again. I like you being able to do do this and like stay sane with my ability to play video games and pardon me with my ability to play video games and kind of interact with the community and kind of be have people be there for when I fell short. Um, it's a life changing experience. I'm never gonna like understate how important that it is to me and how grateful I am that there are people who are willing to interact with me and like be there to lift up my spirits. So like thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for helping me survive the year after one of my more devastating events of my life. I appreciate you all a lot, and I hope that you've all had a good day or night whenever you're watching. If you're wondering why I'm looking over to the side so much, it's because my cat is doing cat things. He's very funny. But yeah. Stay safe out there, and I'll see y'all on my next stream or next video or whatever. I'm going to GDQ again, as I mentioned before, so I'm gonna probably be taking a break from things after this video gets uploaded. I might do like, actually, that's a lie. I'm gonna do like one or two streams, one stream probably, before leaving for GDQ. Um, but otherwise, yeah. You all take care.